to continue with our discussions, we have examples of pH values. So we have a strong acidic substances, and we have the strongly basic substances or samples. So pH is the negative of the power of 10 of the hydrogen molar concentration. So usually pH of water, pure water, is 10 to the negative 7. So that is almost pH equals to 7. So hydrogen value for pure water or hydrogen ion concentration. So we have 1 molar of HCl, that is 0, strong acidic. Gastric juices, that is almost 1.5. Lime juice, 2. Stomach, so stomach acid is almost 2 to 3, that is acidic because it is important for digestion process. In wine, alcohols, and 5, coffee is acidic. And 6, that is almost weak acidic environment. So pH is pure water, and blood is almost 7, 7.3 to 7.4. That is the standard pH of blood, that is neutral. And we have Clorox or other bleaching powder, bleaching agent. Milk of magnesia, that is 10.5. Household ammonia, oven cleaner, and 1 molar sodium hydroxide are considered to be basic pH values. So theory, before we enter with the electrolytes, we discuss first the theory of ionization of atom. So in an atom, we have the positive and the negative charge. We have the proton, and we have the electrons, and we have the neutron. So usually electrons, these are the negative charge, and proton is the positive charge. Okay, usually electrons are released in the higher energy level, or it needs an energy to ionize, to undergo ionization energy, meaning the ionization process wherein it shares an electrons, or example, in the case of water, it is considered to be highly ionized because of the pair of electrons that are present in the oxygen atom. So this is known to be the atom, wherein the center is the proton, and it is surrounded by electrons, which is considered to be high ionizable charges of an atom. So electrolytes and body fluids. So major cations, we have sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. These are considered to be the positive charge. And major anions, chloride, bicarbonates, and phosphates, are the negative charges. The intracellular fluid, we have potassium, is the most abundant cation, okay, while biphosphates is the most abundant anion. When sa intracellular fluid, these are fluid that are found in the cytoplasm. Extracellular fluid, with sodium is the most abundant, extra, that is outside the environment of the cells, okay, while chloride is the most abundant in extracellular fluid. So we go now to sodium potassium exchange pump. Usually this is active transport. In step 1, 3 sodium and ATP bind to the carrier molecule known as the protein. So we have environment here in the cell membrane known as the cytoplasm, and this is the outside. So we have the carrier known as the protein. So 3 sodium ion, and we have ATP binds to the carrier. Next, number 2, the ATP breaks, so it is converted to ADP, or ATP is converted to ADP, where one phosphate group is being utilized, and phosphate, and there is a release of energy. Okay, so carrier molecule changes the shape and requires energy, so that the sodium ion will expel or exit out of the cytoplasm. The carrier molecule changes the shape, and sodium ion are transported across the membrane from intracellular to extracellular environment of the cells. When sodium diffuses away from the carrier molecule, 2 potassium bind to the carrier, okay, and molecule and the phosphate group is released. Next, the carrier molecule resumes the original shape, transporting potassium across the cell membrane, and potassium diffuses away from the carrier and it goes inside the cytoplasm. The carrier molecule can gain bind sodium and ATP. So it will go back to the original state, and then another cycle will another cycle of the exchange again will happen. Okay, so these are examples of the values of the cations and anions that are found inside the body. So values differ among laboratories by patient nutritional status. Okay, so take note of the values. So we go now to renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system.